Hello, my good people. This is Mouthpiece channel. Yeah. I thank all of you who always watch my video, and please, can you do me a favor and subscribe and hit the like button, and also ring the bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all. This is the video that talks about religion. It's hard for Africans and most of the world to understand how religion come, how he came, being, and also how other people have been using it to scam other people. So it's terrible. So without being told, I'm gonna allow you to listen to a sister who also has come out to talk about it, because this is what I have been telling people, some of my friends, some of my relations, and some of my neighbors, and even other people that I don't know. I keep on talking to them about all these things, because you have to be wise. Otherwise, your human beings will use you. So thank you. Pay attention. Listen to this young lady, and I hope you learn something out of it.
With wise diasporans, I mean Nigerians in diaspora, not those ones are contributing billions for a church to be built in their community, in their state, in their village, when the road is like this, when their people don't have steady electricity, when their people lack all the social amenities. They are contributing billions to erect a church. When I speak with wise Nigerians in diaspora, it gives me great joy, and this video is dedicated to one of them. For those of you that are saying that religion is not your problem is your leaders. Leave religion alone. Leave the pastors alone. Leave churches alone. Let me tell you the story of Japan. You know, the capital of Japan, which is Tokyo, was named Edo. It was Edo before they changed it to Tokyo. Okay? And Tokyo is somebody's name. Let me tell you about Tokyo. When the Portuguese visited Japan, these people stayed in Japan for 15 years. And in these 15 years, they built 50,000 churches in Japan. It was when this guy took over, he was made a shogun. He had his own army. Tokyo, he beheaded all the religious leaders. The leaders of all these churches, he beheaded all of them. Years later, his people decided that the only way that they will honor the person that did this, because his people were so wise to understand the impact that he created, to understand why he did what he did. So they honored him by changing the name of their capital, which is Edo, from Edo to Tokyo. Church is your problem. That is your biggest problem. You see the government that you're talking about, the politicians that you're talking about. Government and religion is two sides of the same coin. The God that you are closing your eyes to pray to. I need a car. I need a house. I need money. I need food. I need good road. Accident is not my portion. Untimely death is not my portion. Robo. That's your imaginary friend that you're talking to in the name of a supreme being. Is actually the government of the day. Yes, God means the government of the day. The reason you don't have a house is the government. The reason you don't have food is the government. The reason your life is so pathetic as it is the government. The reason you are so miserable is the government. And the reason all these things are happening is because of religion. The government that are dealing with you, they have created an image. They have created a character that you should keep all your blame on. The devil. Everything that this character is doing is actually done by your government. You people we don't have good road in this country. Festive period is approaching. By the time you drive for kilometers on a bad road, so many people will die. Accidents is going to happen. You are not the person, you are not the only person that casted and binded on timely death. All the accident that happens on all of them, they prayed in the morning. Some prayed even more than you. Some fasted. Some are better than you. But unfortunately, accident is going to happen because the road is bad. How often do you hear that trailer fall and people were killed in advanced countries? How often do you hear that? Because their God, which is the government, have fixed all these things for them. Untimely death is not their portion. It's not because they were casting and binding. It's because the government have made it possible that they don't die untimely. Listen and pay attention. Instead of you now to blame the government that have finished you, they have created an institution, religious institution, where you go to pray to this imaginary being to give you all the things that they have refused to give you, all the things that are in their hands to give you. They have made the government of the day a supreme being who you have to cry to. I was asking my mom a question the other day. I said, me as a parent, my son will not beg me for things that I can afford unless I don't have that thing. If it's something that is good for him and I can afford it, he don't need to beg me. He don't need to cry. My son knows my move button. If he wants something and I say no, I will not give you, he will just bend his neck like this. I say, mommy, biko no. Oh no. Biko. Just that biko, my heart will melt. That is my mumu button. I will give and give extra. But you have a being that's capable of providing you everything. But you have to cry. You have to fast. You have to pray endlessly. Your father have done it, died. Your grandparents did it, they died. You are doing it. The government have created this institution so that you don't hold them responsible. When something bad happens, if an accident happens on the road, instead of you to call on your government, you blame it on the character, the other character that they made. Satan. It's the work of the devil. The devil has done it. You will not. They have created this institution so that you don't hold them accountable, so that you don't hold them responsible for anything. If Japan happens to be as religious as you are today, they will not have advanced the way they are today. Listen, if Tokyo did not release all the religious leaders as he did, the people that installed 50,000 churches in 15 years, open up and redirect the mind of his people to technology, to science, they will not be where they are today. This is your problem. Your problem is these two sides of the same coin, the government and religion. These people are your problem. The reason why you cannot do anything, you don't have good hospitals, is because they have created an institution where you go to pray for good health. You don't have good health by praying. The reason you don't have good road is because they have created an institution where you go to pray and counsel untimely death. The reason that women are dying in the hospital, pregnant women are dying, have created an institution where they go and shout, "Hey, hey, hey," and they'll be falling off. Somebody will roll his eyes like this, and people will be falling all over the ground, will be falling in the name of anointing. This is what you do in 21st century because the government have created the other side of the same coin, which is religion. Religion would have made your life so miserable as it is. A friend of mine said the black man is incapable of making a sentence. If you ask somebody a question, there are code, later words that they will use. If they did not use Jesus, they will use God. They will use Bible. A black man is not capable of making a sentence. That is why your government are telling you that the only way that they can fight terrorism is by prayer. That is the reason your government is telling you that the only way that you will have steady electricity is by prayer. Your government are telling you that your country is in the hands of God. It's in the hand of the imaginary being that they created for themselves. You don't hold them accountable for anything. You don't hold them responsible for all their actions. These people that you have chosen to represent your interest, you have chosen to manage your resources, they have done all the ill to you. But no, you will not talk because of religion, because they have created an institution that keep you sedated. Yes, religion is opium to the masses. Sedation is drug, a bad drug to the masses. It is religion that they use to keep you sedated. That is why all the people that have put you in the worst state, they are all religious. Mention any one of them that is not either a Christian or a Muslim. They loot in the name of their religion, in the name of the same imaginary being that you are crying to come and help you. You can never have a single advancement when you have dedicated all your life to an illusion. You don't have a car. When your mates that have never prayed in their lives for one day, their parents don't pray, they don't pray, are driving like their 10th car. When a child gets to 16 years, they will get their driver's license. They will learn how to drive. They will go to these companies, these car manufacturing companies. They will pick any car of their choice and they'll be paying effortlessly for it. Onya katan we can carry another one. But you, all the junk, all the junk that they dispose in their country, they will bring it here. And you'll be celebrating. You'll be celebrating and they will be videoing you. You will be posting on social media and these people will be watching and be like, what kind of human beings are these ones? They will be calling you names because of the kind of shameful things that you show to them on social media. Junk, tokumbo, things that they used to melt before, that our people have decided to be buying. That is what you are celebrating at your age, because you have decided not to hold the right authority accountable for not giving you these things. Where in Nigeria can you boast of 24-hour, 365 days electricity? None. You don't have a single social amenity. They have ripped your life out of you, but you cannot hold them as accountable because they have created an institution that keep you sedated. Have created characters that you will close your eyes, bow your head, and pray to give you the things that your government have refused to give you, to give you the things that your government cannot give you. They have created a different character that you blame for not having those things instead of blaming them. You will blame for not having car. You will blame for not having social amenity. December is fast approaching. All the things that you proclaimed on 31st December 2023, you will still go back and proclaim all of them. You people don't get tired. It shall be well with you. Your untimely death is not your portion. This is your year of unmatchable grace, unsurmountable progress. All these things you proclaim. Some of the people that proclaimed this thing last December, some of them are don't buy farm before the end of this year. And this is the same thing that will continue to happen to you until you rise up, until you regain your sanity, until you stop wasting your life in these churches, in religion, in spirituality, and face your problems squarely. Look your problem in the face. Face you, the government of the day, and demand for your right. Demand for all the things that they have stolen from you. Demand for your right. That is the only time that you will advance. That is the only time that you will go from a third world country to advancement. That is the only time you have social amenities. That is the only time you will be driving the cars of your choice. That is the only time you'll be living in houses of your choice. That is the only time that you'll be breathing fresh air. We will go and buy Tokumbo tires. Tires no maybe sigo. Then when you're going back from your festive period back to your base, tire gewa or the tire maple, you will now blame Satan. You will now blame your village people. You will say that in the bono na here will go bogi. You are your problem. Instead of blaming the people that have made you not to afford new tire. They have made you not to afford new tire. You are blaming the devil. You are blaming the character that they have created for you to blame instead of holding them responsible. It is time to use your head. Think or sink.